In the headlines, the situation remains tense at the Freedom Park informal settlement near number 8 Impala Hostel. And the 5-day HIV testing campaign at Eskom's Kusile Power Station in Mpumalanga comes to an end. I'm Richard Brooks. The situation remains tense at the Freedom Park informal settlement near number 8 Impala Hostel, where some workers are reportedly being intimidated as they make their way to work. Some have already returned home as they fear for their safety. This after some workers were not reinstated by Impala Platinum Mine as agreed with unions. The mine says it can only reinstate 15,200 workers of the 17,000 who were dismissed for taking part in a month-long illegal strike due to losses incurred during the strike. Tibetsile Kemetsi reports.
According to members of the Workers' Committee, all committee members were not reinstated, including people who were arrested during the strike and those who are weaker as a result of illness. They say the mine is deviating from their agreement of reinstating all workers unconditionally. In the morning, some mine workers had to return home after being intimidated by a group of those who were not reinstated. A road next to Freedom Park was also blockaded. They held a meeting in the morning, and currently the committee, together with their union NUM, will convene a meeting with Impala management to find a solution to the situation.
8 people, mainly learners, have been injured after a group of angry residents of Ham No. 1 village near Steelloop in Limpopo clashed with the police. Police were forced to use rubber bullets to disperse the residents who closed the N11 road between Mokopane and the Groblersbrug port of entry to Botswana. Residents are demanding that the Department of Education build a school in the area. 2 ambulances have been called in and the injured are treated on the scene. Some learners say a lack of transport is cause for concern as they arrive late at school.
We do not have a school and there is no scholar transport to take us to a nearby school. We are forced to walk 22 kilometers the whole week. I am a learner at Hokare. We always arrive late at the school, and when we get there, they punish us by making us to clean the schoolyard, and they mark us absent on the school register.
Musician Mpumelelo Vezi says he saw Themba Chabalala's car hitting the school children. Chabalala and Jubjub Mulemo Marohanye's murder trial is underway in the Protea Magistrates Court following an alleged drag race that resulted in the death of 4 learners in 2010. Vezi is the 4th defence witness to take the stand. He was a passenger in Chabalala's car at the time of the fatal accident. Pearl Magubane has more.
Bonzito has told the court that he was sitting at the back seat while a girl nicknamed Journalist was in front on the passenger side. Bonzito says Chabalala was driving behind Jub when he decided to try and overtake. When he realized a white minibus taxi was approaching, he tried going back to the left lane, resulting in Chabalala's car hitting Jub at the side. Bonzito says Chabalala then spun out of control, hitting some of the school children. Then the car flipped over and rolled, hitting more school children. The trial continues. Pomakubane, SABC News, Protea Magistrates Court.
The 5-day HIV testing campaign at Eskom's Kusile Power Station in Mpumalanga is coming to an end today, with just over 3,000 workers having been tested for the virus since Monday. The campaign is a partnership between the Health Department and Eskom. The plant has a staff contingency of just over 8,000 workers, including subcontractors. Health officials are optimistic that the testing number will rise dramatically by the end of today. Sipiwe Mkize has more.
The health counselling campaign was launched in 2010 and had targeted 15 million South Africans to know their status by June last year. The campaign was extended and so far more than 17 million people have been tested and over 8 million were screened for TB. Workers here are also subjected to health services such as blood type screening and CD4 cell count testing. Most staff members say they test regularly for HIV and appreciate the campaign at their workplace. The department's Minister Aaron Motsoaledi is expected to address the people. Spiwe Mkize, SABC News, Kusile Power Station, Mpumalanga.